right. Welcome, beautiful people. What's up? It's your girl, Stargirl, and we're locked into another powerful episode of Harmony&HU TLIN podcast. We're in the studio with the band that's bringing new, raw metal energy and unstoppable hustle, and they're called ECHOSPINE. Today we've got in the studio, we've got Monks on the drums, JR Rockstar on the vocals, Jake on guitar, we've got Leche on guitar, and we've got Thumps on the bass. Let's give it up for them. These guys just came off of Metalbolic Brewing Company and killed at the After NAMM Party Show in Anaheim on January 23rd, 2026. So let's tap into the journey and the grind and give it up for ECHOSPINE. Let's go. How are you guys feeling tonight?
Pretty good.
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 Big chillin'.
This episode is sponsored by Leche's Drink, fucking Red Bull. It gives
Flamingo
you wings.
edition.
And it had to be pink too.
Supposedly it gives you wings. Supposedly. So how are you guys feeling after the After NAMM show? Who wants to take this?
I want to play again.
Can we get NAMM actually
I wanna
now?
play a
I
game.
think we can handle it.
Yeah. I want to play again.
I think so. Why not? I think you guys shouldn't have opened, right? Like, Monks, what do you think?
I mean, you gotta start somewhere, you know. But we did our job, so.
Yeah,
You did a good job.
You guys really, honestly, because I stayed after, and no offense to the other bands, but I was like, oh, I want to see ECHOSPINE again. That's just my personal opinion. I don't know. But what was the energy like from the crowd or the people that you guys met at the show? How did you guys feel about it?
The energy was awesome. We came in there just kind of blindly, and we just pretty much laid everything on the table, and the response back was just, it was great, you know. And even the promoters told us too. He's like, I don't even know why you guys open, you know what I mean? But he took a chance on us, and so now he knows, you know. So, but I mean, you got to every band's got to start somewhere. So we just went out there, all of us. Well, you were there. You pretty much seen what we did, and we just kind of set the bar, and we just kind of set the tone, and we just went in there and just did our thing. Yeah, it was great.
It's crazy because you guys haven't even been together that long. How long have you guys been together for?
I've been with ECHOSPINE maybe 2 months, maybe.
Wow.
Yeah, 2 months.
All together, how long have you guys been together?
So the band itself has been maybe together for a year. But because we've been, you know, in and out with different members and different ideas, so Thumps and I would be the ones, the old ones, the OGs.
We're like the ancients.
You know?
The OG.
But then Jay came in the picture, and then, you know, it just made it strong. So now, you know, we're basing from that, and then we have the new guys who are just killing it. You know, we got two amazing musicians who are ripping it up. So I think the new lineup is intense. I think the lineup is ready to kill. We've got a lot of stuff coming up, and hopefully people will enjoy it.
Yeah. You know what, when I see you guys, I know when I do the live interview with you guys, I'm like, oh, you know, yeah, you guys compare yourself, okay, Korn and these influences. I just think you guys are just all together, like, your own. Like, when I saw you guys at NAMM, because I first saw you at Doll Hut, small venue. When I saw you guys at NAMM, you're everywhere. You're everywhere. You're holding it down. You're killing. You're everywhere. There's people fucking throwing smoke. There's fucking a kid on a tricycle. There's a fucking old guy. Shout out to Dr. Star. He's throwing smoke. There's people with gas masks.
And we got Deadpool in the mix.
What the fuck is going on?
Oh yeah, we got DeadFoo. Yeah.
Going on, yeah.
And it doesn't take away from the music itself. How do you guys find a way to do that, what you guys did at the After NAMM show, and then just like not get distracted or caught up in that? How do you do that? Like, for instance, Jake, how do you get into where you're on this side and you're on this side? How do you get in that and still stay in the pocket? How do you do that?
And on the air, he was flying.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was flying.
we're performers, you know. Not only are we musicians, so we're performers. When we're on that stage, we're only on that stage for 30 minutes, so we got to make it count, you know. And we practice as much as we possibly can to get locked in, because you know when you're on that stage, you know you gotta split your energy up between playing and performing. So if we get locked in on practicing, which we do, we get hella locked in, then you know we can spare a little bit of energy for performing. And by God, we got a lot of energy performing. That's for sure.
Especially this guy.
Oh yeah.
But I feel it like from you guys. Like when I was zooming in on the drums, it's like you look so calm on the drums. What? Because drummers make these ugly faces. They're just like, you know. How do you keep it so calm when you're drumming?
You know what? I don't act.
Me neither.
It's just like it feels natural. You know, it's like just doing something natural. But I think it has to do with the purpose. You know, you're there for a mission, like Jake said. We only have a couple minutes to do whatever we got to do. So we make it count. If you got to toss a stick and do tricks, if you have to run around and do, Zumba class or Kung Fu Jake or
Kung Fu Jake?
disappear and
Zumba
teleport
class.
with dance, But, the main point is, I see it this way. If you go to a show and you see a band and you've got the first 10 seconds, you start to either not like the band, decide to turn around and go get some more drinks, go to the restroom. So those first 10 seconds, you either have to attract the person to stay there or you're done.
Yeah.
So that's what counts.
Yeah.
That's like the main thing. And a lot of bands don't have that.
No.
And those who do, they're up there.
Yeah.
So,
We catch eyes.
Plus the fact that, what we do is for all the haters.
So we're gonna add on to that. I saw
Number
you-
one
I saw
fans
you
of haters.
there. Were you gonna add on to that?
Yeah, well, it's basically it's just enjoying the moment, enjoying what we do, and for like those 30 minutes or less, we just broadcast to people what we like to do, what we enjoy doing, and then we might have some crazy ideas like having a kid with a mask, strolling around with some creepy music on the background, and be like, what? See, but like Monkeys was saying, that was like the first 20 seconds of the show, and so people was like,
Because who else does that? Nobody does that.
No.
right? We
And it could come off gimmicky. If some people do certain things, you're just like, oh my God, this is such like a gimmick. But the way it does, like when he came out and you hear the creepy music, you're like, okay, this is cool. This is a metal show. And that's why it kind of sucks, because then it fades away because the other bands aren't doing that. So you set the bar kind of high.
Well, we didn't really
Unfortunately,
intend.
no disrespect.
We didn't intend to do that.
No.
we
We
just
didn't
do
even
what
plan
we
it.
do.
It just happened.
Disrespect, because
Yeah.
like I said, when I first saw you guys at the Doll Hut, small venue, right? Then I see you guys there. I'm like, oh, okay, all right.
Right.
They didn't come to play. They came to really have
Well, I think
fun.
what it is that we're just pretty much like big stage deprived. You know what I mean? So when you went to the Doll Hut, we're just like sardines.
Yeah,
and
we
it's just-
deserve the big stage.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like the Doll Hut's like, okay, this is my spot. This is Thumper's spot.
Playing guitar
this
like
is all
this.
of our spots. So as soon as we got that NAMM, you seen, I was
Hitting
just
my head
like,
on the monitors.
Zumba. I was just going back and
You
forth, back
were
and forth.
on top of the speakers, like at one point your crotch down. I want to talk about your vocals too. How do you get? Because I've talked to you before the show and after. What do you use for your vocals? Do you use a special mic? Is that you?
No, it's all me. Yeah. I like to pretty much just I'm not like an actual trained singer. I just know how to do the low ends and the high ends, and I just know how to control it properly in that type of environment. And plus there's adrenaline and everything. It just kind of just goes hand in hand. Plus I've been doing it for like so long, just like these guys. We've all been doing it for so long. It just kind of just comes naturally. And it just goes hand in hand, and it works out pretty good.
Damn. I just think like, because you wear a mask on stage, I'm like, what is he? Does he have a voice changer in the mask? Like, what is he pressing? You know, like I was like low key thinking, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, how does he like do those screams and then be able to just like talk and communicate after?
It's just years of just doing it, you know, and just to knowing how to use your diaphragm to project, and you know, it just comes.
Sure, but people still lose their voice.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's a proper way to take, you know, when you go to a baseball game or like a football game and people are like yelling and screaming, and then we come back and they sound all hoarse and everything, you know, because they're not screaming properly, you know, and it's just like, okay, well, how do you scream? There's a certain technique that you do to scream and project, because you can mess up your vocal cords, you know, you really can. That's why, you know, after when they come back, they sound really, you know, hoarse and everything. It's just years of just doing it.
Do any of the guys backup sing with you guys? I didn't notice anything.
Not yet. We're because, you know, let's say
on
Jake. Yeah, they're so new. We're getting to that point. You know, I would love to have, you know, backing vocals. You know, at some point that would be great. But yeah, we're gonna get to that point. But you know,
drums come back.
No, he's not gonna do that. But
I do backing for my other two bands. I can do it for a third.
Nice.
Yeah, we're getting to that
Check
point.
this out. My other two bands.
Wow.
I can do it for.
You guys are in other projects, right? Are you in another project?
I am not.
Okay. You're in another
I am.
project. You're with
Yes,
COATL.
ma'am. I'm COATL. Yes.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? COATL.
Shout
out to them.
Shout out
Follow
to
them and
too.
everything.
Got to see
COATL Music, and we are playing somewhere in San Diego on the 13th, I think. Yeah.
Why are you looking at me for? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
I ain't mad. We ain't mad here. So, and you're in other two projects?
Yes, I'm in two other bands, VooDooHammer and Massacutor. As a matter of fact, within the next couple of days, my band VooDooHammer will be releasing their very first single to be streamed on the airwaves and Bandcamp. And then Massacutor has been around for like a year and a half. I've been with them like coming up on like 7 months. At this moment in time, our next show next week is going to be at the Valley Rocks, and it's going to be the very first show with our brand new drummer. I used to be the drummer, but now I'm moving to second lead guitar and backing vocals as well.
Cool. Well, we'll have to plug that too. Send me all that info. I can plug it on the Harmony&HU TLIN Instagram, and we're gonna make sure to plug
And believe
you
it or
guys.
not, that's how we met Jake. We played at the Universal Bar and Grill.
This is the second time on this podcast at the fucking Universal Bar and Grill.
Yeah,
It's where it all. It's
And
where
I
it
think
starts.
that was our second show.
And that was our second show?
Yeah, our second show ever.
Shout out Universal Bar
Yeah,
and Grill.
Echo Spine,
Raymond.
Raymond
Echo
Campbell.
Spine
Thank
played
you, bro.
after Massacutor, and that's when I saw y'all. That's when I met y'all for the first time.
Yeah.
Is that when I did the fog?
Yeah,
you were there too?
Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
night you did the fog for the first
How did
time,
you-
and that was
No
the first
way.
time we met
That
him
was
and
him.
Massacutor.
No shit.
That was me doing the fog.
He was doing the fog, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
But that was the first time we met Jake.
That's so cool.
Yeah, because we played at his band Massacutor, and then it just kind of just went from there.
I used to be their fog man.
No.
I swear to God, I did fog for
our
like 3
second
shows
show
or something
ever
like that.
at the Universal Bar and Grill. He was our fog man.
Yeah.
Wait, so there's already like a bunch of you guys. Are you guys adding any new people to the
we
band?
are.
Shit.
What you saw on the NAMM is not like it wasn't like planned that way. 3 of those guys aren't officially a part of the band. They just kind of were just happy and just treading off the fog and everything. But this is the official members right here.
I loved it. Like
It was fun.
Those
Everybody had fun.
guys, shout out to them. Like when I'm like recording and one's coming up the aisle and he's like behind me in a mask, gas mask. I'm
that's-
like, what the fuck?
You gotta be a
That's,
fog man
that's,
before you
that's
can join
Aaron.
Echo
Shout out to
Spine.
Aaron.
It's like it's such a fun time and it's good metal. Your breakdowns are good. It's in the pocket. It's like just really what you want. I've been influenced by metal since I was 6 years old. My brother was a skater. I listened to Metallica. I listened to Motorhead. I listened to a lot of metal growing up. I know it doesn't seem like it, but I did. So I know what I want to hear in breakdowns and like heavy riffs and things like that. And you guys deliver. Like bass lines. I was a bass player. I always look at the bass player. And I was a vocalist. So it's like, I always like, when I hear that, like, I'm like, oh my God, yes, it touches my heart. You know, like, oh my God, I don't look like it, but I love it. Like, I'm here for it. So wait, so how, the name ECHOSPINE, who wants to touch on that? How did that name come up? Let's go. Who wants to touch on it?
Go with you, Monks.
Let's go, Monks. Come on, Monks.
So you know, when we had other members, we had we were trying to find the best way. I believe it had a multiple meaning for it, and at the time, we were very tight on schedule, and the name ended up fitting. Obviously, it can mean anything. Doesn't really have a big meaning to what it is. Echo, you can resonance from everybody's history, everybody's life, the experience, and then spine is where we're holding it down. You know, and just the main thing. But you know, it's not meant to have a meaning. It's meant to have a resonance to what people want to make it. You know, just like when you hear Korn, when you hear Slipknot, when you hear Deftones, you know, people make it what they want, and that's the main point.
It's about the association.
Exactly.
The name means a sound.
Exactly.
Yeah. I like that. I feel like you guys, like, have that whole, like, Deftones, but then I hear Korn. I hear so many elements. What makes all the elements for you guys? Like, what are your biggest influences?
I mean, I think we just have, like, between all 5 of us, we have, like, so many different, you know, influences, and it's just all brewed in the same pot, and this is what you get, you know. I love Korn, I love Deftones, I love that whole type vibe, but, you know, he could, like, you know, it just all comes together, you know, so it's a really good concoction that just, it's brewed in the same pot, and this is what you get.
Do you want to add to that?
I love Sade.
You love Sade? Oh my God, me too.
I love Sade.
Sade.
I'm a huge fan of Sade. I love it. I love Sade so much.
It's funny because I even in the samples, when we tried to make these samples work, it's not just to you know, break the ice. It has a story. It has a meaning. So we involve a lot of hip hop, a lot of weird stuff. You know, Sade, Wu-Tang, Ice Cube, you know, everyone from Tupac. So it's all involved into everybody's experience. And then we bring, you know, new metal to like hard metal, Lamb of God, you know, Slayer,
Hatebreed,
classic rock, even like Spanish music is involved in. But, you know, the main point, I think, is just the opportunity we have to have 5 guys being able to be creative and bring something out of it. That's, like, the challenging part, and that's the good part. And we're noticing that people are enjoying it.
Yeah.
So that's, like, the cool part. You know, I get people, like, family members, and they're interested because they're like, hey, that song that starts with that, you know, whatever sound or whatever beat. Mm-hmm. And it's weird because we focus on just trying to make a good show, trying to, you know, get the mission done. But whatever these guys do, just, you know, they give it more flavor.
Yeah.
Just bring a little style to it, you know. He brings his little style, those weird little.
I bring everything.
Yeah,
I could talk on and on about it. My influences. I listen to freaking everything from from Cannibal Corpse to Kesha. I love all of it. And legit, bro. I love Kesha. And she'll be in the same playlist. Has like cattle decapitation, bro. Yep. I love all of that.
That's so, like, the whole point of this podcast is Harmony and Hustle. Like, we've had people from karaoke. We've had people sing a mashup of medleys, right, Hex? Yeah. We've had fucking everybody come here. My boy Carlos played fucking sax here to a fucking, like, I think music is, like, what would life be without music? We clean to music. We drive to music. In an elevator, there's elevator music. We go to the store, there's music playing. What would, like, there's a music for a breakup, for depression, for fucking when you're hype, you happy when you're making money, you at work, shit. You have music for everything.
Yeah.
You know? And I think that, like, how you guys are saying all your influences is crazy. It's like you're saying Sade, Deftones did it, B-sides and rarities, covered a lot of Sade. You know? It's like, hip hop influences, jazz influences. It's a huge part of life is music. You know, I hope the day that I die and go to the angels where I belong, I have music on my deathbed, because that's how it is. You know.
Well, there is funeral music out there.
What?
There is funeral music out there.
There's music
there's music
everywhere.
for
I'm gonna
everything,
write the album for my funeral. That's what I'm gonna do.
There's funeral music, grocery music, boom boom music.
I'm not even gonna.
Making baby music,
baby.
right?
Right? Right?
I'm not even gonna show it to my own funeral. I'm gonna be like 30 minutes late. Fool's dead. He's 30 minutes late.
Typical
Come on,
vocalist
man.
activities.
Yeah, he's barely waking up.
Who are these midgets?
This guy.
This guy.
We had a comedian in here. He was talking about, oh man, me and my homie have this pact that we both have to go to the gym. I'm like, why? He goes, because if the other one dies, we have to tell each other secrets.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
Like, oh, hell no. Like, no, hell no. Oh my God, imagine that. That's crazy. So what's next for you guys? What do you guys want to do? Like, not like actually what's next, because we'll get into the actual if you feel free, want to, speak freely about it. But what's next? What do you guys want to see ECHOSPINE like really, really do? Because this is a manifestation studio. It's like magical and shit. They call me Star Girl because I'm like, woo,
Yeah.
Harry Potter, Black Harry Potter. But seriously, like, where do you guys want to see yourself in the next like 2-3 years?
Touring, recording, yeah. That's what I want to see.
Any EPs coming out?
Well, all that is
It's in the
we're
works,
like
yeah.
so brand new that everything is like everything is about to happen.
Yeah.
We just need to decide like when to, how to, where to go into it, and then it'll happen. But like as of this point, I guess like what we really want to do and focus on is trying to find or write public. Like I'm not saying that we're just metal or new metal. But like there's a certain market for everything. Mm-hmm. So say like you go to a certain store for certain things, right? So we want to go to the places, the shows that will hold what we have to bring and enhance that culture and the genre. That's what we want to do. We want to be at the right place with the right bands, with the right people, with the right crowd, and we want to connect with people that likes what we do. That's basically like our number one priority is connect with the people that likes what we do.
Yeah. I think you guys are doing that so far, right?
Yeah.
Fucking NAMM. You guys did talk about the what it's called, Metalbolic. How did that go? Like, did you guys get to even at NAMM? You guys got to network with a lot of great people, right?
Absolutely. With Metalbolic, shout out to Fresco from
shout out to
Metalbolic. Yeah, we played Metalbolic in Ontario, and at first we were like pretty much the feature artists, and then we were like, well, what happens if we bring up a show? Let's bring some bands and everything. And he was like, yeah, let's do it. So we did it, and it turned out really, really good. Ontario is pretty far. And the scene out there is pretty good,
yeah.
And we even have a sponsor now. He's so into us. He was even at NAMM too, sponsoring us. So major shout out to him, Fresco, and that was a game changer. And it's just pretty much just where we put ourselves to put the product out there, and people just gravitate towards us. And we with bands, with breweries or venues or promoters, whatever, it's just everything's just been a super blessing. We're so super grateful and humble for everything that comes our way. We've only been a band less than a year. That's crazy. And we're just out there doing our best we can and trying to support all the bands along the way. And it's been a trip. It's been really crazy. I can't explain it. Even me and Monks were talking about it too. It's like this band is just taking off like pretty fast, and we're just very humble, and we're just very grateful, and we're just along for the ride.
I'm having a hell of a time in this band. I love this band.
I think it's it shows the hard work, creativity, and how much these guys are professional in their own craft. So I mean, you can put anybody and anything in, and if you don't love your craft and you don't love your tools and you don't put devote yourself into handling your tools, people are gonna listen to that.
Yeah.
It's like I said, the first 10 seconds when you go to a show, and if you think the band is crap, like you said, you had your own opinion about NAMM, the rest of the bands. To me, they were great. Yeah. And then some people feel like, hey, they weren't up to par to their taste. But, so that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make sure that we're trying to do everything possible. And we want people to say, you know what, it was worth every dollar to being there, whether it was from like the lights to these guys fucking taking laps.
We're gonna start our own Zumba class, right online.
Hey,
I'm
we
sorry.
got the tracksuits after all.
This guy.
Jake Davis.
Yeah.
I need to get my steps in.
That's the most important. And then, not only that, but we are now picking up so much love and support from people. And in the most humblest way, we're very thankful. Shout out to D, our exclusive photographer.
Hell yeah! Shout out
Absolutely.
to fucking D.
Yes.
She does work, and she helps us out. She does multiple jobs. Friends and families who are there with us.
Yeah, D makes us look.
100%.
She makes us look like we know what we're doing.
Let me tell you something. Y'all got a solid ass photographer.
Yeah,
I like her.
Yeah.
I saw her show. I was like, yeah, bitch, I might reach out.
And believe it or not, the first time we met her was when the first time I met Jake at the Universal Bar and Grill. Yeah, and that was our second show ever. And then it was just pretty much she was like she saw something in us, and she's with us, and we're super grateful.
I think I did see her.
But yeah, at the Universal Bar and Grill was the day we met Denise and we met Jake, and then that.
I remember she was taking pictures. I do remember
that
her.
was the first time we met her, and it's just been like that ever since. So
original Fogman.
She's so cool.
Yeah.
I enjoy, like I was telling JR one time, I was like, your ECHOSPINE family, because I've been in metal shows, I've been in pits, I've gotten my shirts ripped off, and it's a different climate now, and you guys are like so not creepy and so really good, humble guys. From a girl, that's a compliment, by the way.
I hope so.
Jake will be creepy with your girlfriend. I'm just kidding. But I'm just saying, if you're into that stuff, I'm just. Anyways,
show her some titties, man.
Yeah. But you guys aren't creepy. You guys are like good guys in a metal scene, and like are humble and are actually really good, and it's like. It takes you back, like, oh, okay, cool, I'm safe here,
I hope so.
No, I'm being very legit right now. I'm serious. Like, I have a tendency to meet other bands, and shout out to the other bands. I haven't met any creepy ones, but like I said before, when I was younger and I'd go to shows, I've been in pits and had my shirt ripped off and like been violated as a woman. So you guys, women go through that at those type of shows. Yes, in the pits, yeah, they do. I've had guys say, hey, let me throw you my shirt.
Yeah, we try to maintain professionalism with the family and with fans and everything. We're not out to be like rock stars and like that. We're just super humble and super grateful.
This is how we are in practice.
Yeah, we look out for everybody. If we don't even know you, we'll still look out for you. That's why we're gravitating towards these bands. You know what I mean? Because we're just open arms with everybody, and that's just the way how it should be. It should be common sense just to be like that all across the board.
Yep.
And it makes a difference because people, like, you have a girl photographer, me coming to see you guys' shows, it makes a difference because, you don't know how many women that love metal that might be hesitant, but they still think like, oh God, these guys are good and they're good people.
Absolutely.
It makes a huge difference.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It makes a huge difference.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, thank you for that.
Yeah. Thank you for not being creeps.
Thank you. Except for this guy.
I'm the biggest creep.
Oh yeah.
I am creepy.
You're the best best creep. High five. You're a good creep.
See, I got my ways to be creep.
Yeah. He's like, he pop locks. And
Right.
What's up, girl? And he like moonwalks backwards.
Yeah. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Hey, just don't dislocate your hip.
Yeah. How do you not dislocate your hip when you're running around stage?
Well, you know, I just teleport. I just levitate like a ninja.
Dumps will disappear. You see him in one place, and then he'll disappear to another. See, out of my view as a drummer, like these guys, oh man, these guys just are insane. You know, they have a show. Each of them, you know, they are very creative. But Dumps, this guy, he just disappears. I see him, and then he pops up, and then he's like, and then he
Like
gives
I'm
me
on his face.
you know, and it's great.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's like everybody's feeding off the same energy, you know,
Yep.
and it's badass because you have no time to say I'm tired. You have no time to say, you know, take a breath, because you look at Jay and he's like running laps.
Yeah,
and then
he starts that fucking fire.
and then
Then we
Jake
got
starts doing
Jake
the Kung
Davis.
Fu Jake.
The
I don't know if you know this,
the
but
two
the-
steps,
Yeah.
the
Jumping,
two steps.
dance, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That's your
I like
signature
it because
move.
you'll be really fucking into it, dude. I see
Yeah.
it. I'm like, oh my god.
I always
That's what
got to
it's
look
all
out for
about.
him because I can't see him because I got to look down. Oh, there he is.
Right. You know,
I don't want to step on
kinda hard
him. I don't want to squash him. So I got to
Yeah,
look
yeah.
out for him. Yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't be cool for me.
And then I got to move out of his way because fucking kicking. Yeah. I like this guy.
That's how it is.
I like him. Badass guitar player right here.
Thank you.
Oh shit! Oh my god, that's so funny. So teleportation.
Right.
You don't stand up on it. You're running around. You're observing everything, and you start the fight.
See, and that's probably like the biggest pet peeve that we four have against this guy.
Oh, what?
He is sitting the entire set. Through the whole show, he's just sitting.
Yeah, you just sit down.
While we do all these laps and appear and disappear, teleport, and then
Teleporting.
go airborne and everything, and this guy's just sitting.
Yeah, it's hard. You know, just sitting on his ass, not doing shit. Like, what the fuck, you know?
I got a combat.
I'm putting in my steps, you know what I mean? Like,
That's what I'm doing.
And I gotta watch. I'm just like,
I gotta
shit,
get
I put in
10,000
like
steps a
2,000
day.
steps. You know what I mean? He just chilling, just you know, observing. You know.
But see, this is the thing. These guys are like, you know, when you have the military and they're out shooting, you got the sniper, you got the infantry out, you got the guy putting bombs.
There's some goofy ass
and I'm the
military
one-
stuff.
I'm the one with the tank.
There you go.
Just
There you go.
chilling.
Just
You know,
chilling.
so-
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah, that's a cool.
That was a good one. I
Yeah,
like
that's
that one.
pretty cool. Yeah.
Don't listen to him.
Yeah,
So
don't
we
listen
got
to
it.
me.
One with the tank.
I come up with the weirdest stuff.
Jake, what do you have? What weapon do you have? He's got the tank. You've got you're shooting with your guitar.
He's the artillery. They're both artillery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
I could probably be the bomber.
Yeah.
What was his new nickname? I forgot.
The
Butcher. The
The
Butcher.
Butcher.
Oh, you're the butcher.
He's the butcher.
He's the butcher
I love
now.
it.
He's the
Where did that
butcher.
come from? Is that from the movie?
I don't know. He just looks like a butcher.
Okay.
So when I get on that stage, I just kill it.
That's
There
right.
we go.
Kicking and shit.
So in all your shows that you guys have done, what would any of you say is like the best performance you've had so far?
For me, I think it's between either the brewery one. That one was cool. That was a badass show, and NAMM, obviously, you know. But for me, I think the brewery one was really good. I like that one. That was a fun night. That was a fun show too.
What did you like most about it? Was it because I did see the footage? Was it the setup? How it was?
It was the setup, the
Yeah.
playing, you know, me and him, you know, we worked together really well with the
That's
guitars,
good.
and you know, no issues, no egos, no nothing. You know, we worked, you know, so I thought, you know, I like playing with this guy. I like this guy a
love
lot.
that. When I saw you guys at NAMM, like set up, how you guys were like G.I. Joes Unite. Like you guys
Yeah.
were just like boop 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 boop.
We're like the
setting up
Power
for your-
Rangers, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
It's morphin' time, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Like you guys come together like one big like Megazord.
Yeah.
You guys put everything. You guys are on it. Okay, sound check. Boop 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 boop. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh shit, they're just setting up. They're ready, like you said, like for a battle,
Yeah.
ready to go. You gotta kind of take, like you said, the 30 minutes. That time, it's that compact time where you guys gotta give it your all,
Yep.
right?
Right, and then I think that one thing that we are still working on, but that it has helped us a lot when it comes down to like coming in as one to set up is pre-setup.
Yeah.
Like everybody should be like I always say, I only care about me. Oh, that was like
We know that.
what? Right? So meaning that I should have everything that I need and something I don't to back up my show because I can only do me. He like as soon as we park, this guy was already setting up his drum set.
Yeah.
This guy was like checking on his mask, making sure the batteries work. These guys just have like their little pedals and all electronics and whatever that they need to be on top of. And so like being ready on your own craft helps a lot
Yep.
for everybody to be ready. And then once we all ready with our own, then we can start helping out each other.
We're all a team. Yeah. It's like Denise. She just doesn't take pictures. She sets up lights.
Yeah.
She breaks down
I saw
everything.
that too. She does help you guys. I mean, super shout out to her. Her and I have been messaging. She's such a cool chick. Like, getting to know her, getting to know you guys. Like I said, like being part of this ECHOSPINE family that's growing, right? You guys are on a great trajectory with what you're doing. And I can't wait to see more of what you guys are doing, your side projects. Go for it.
Speaking of family growing,
Who's pregnant? You're pregnant?
No.
Oh my God, Thompson's pregnant!
I only look pregnant though. I've been looking pregnant for years.
He looks like he's about to have a litter.
It's about 3 months.
That's not a
six-pack.
That's a
See,
keg.
the day that I don't look pregnant, worry about me. And my health is compromised.
Exclusive.
I'll take that to my grave.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Okay, so speaking of family growing, we have one more sponsor, Toxic Doom.
Yes. Oh my
Toxic
God,
Doom.
Shout out to them.
You guys are awesome.
Was it
Chris from Toxic Doom.
Oh.
Absolutely. Chris from Toxic Doom, he sponsored us at NAMM. Solid guy.
Yep.
Solid dude.
Yeah.
So family's growing.
Yeah.
Family's growing.
Yeah.
Metabolic, toxic. So it's, you gotta say the proof is in the pudding at this point, right? If
Pretty-
you're going on this trajectory and all these doors are opening up and all these people are like believing your stuff,
Pretty
the
much.
proof is in the fucking pudding.
Yeah. And it's not just like, with bands, the promoters, because how we met Fresco, from Metalbolic, we played and he saw what was brought to the table and he was just, he was like, wow, there's something here, and so he wants to work with us. We want to work with him. It's all about networking, with bands, with promoters, with venues. I'm so grateful. We are so grateful for meeting Chris from Toxic Doom and Fresco.
Shout out to
You know what I
them.
mean? It's just, this is just the beginning. You know? It's like that snowball effect. You just let it go, and then it just kind of just, we're just humble. That's all what it is. The bottom line, we're very humble. What we bring to the table is something unique, and we want to bring as many people as we can on this ride with us.
And the dope part that I did notice from the after NAMM show, which was great, was the response people gave you guys after. Like, legit, other bands, the promoters, like, they were just like, hey, what's up? Can we talk to you guys?
Yeah.
Because that's when like, how does that feel for you guys when you guys have people come back to you and give you that?
Feels good, actually. Feels real good, yeah, because you're doing something right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not only that, the intro with the bike, the fog, I was nervous, but then as soon as Monks hit that intro, I was like, I'm ready,
If somebody, you can have all the fog and light in the world, I'm going to keep it real.
Yeah, that is
You
true.
can have all the fog. You can have 3 monkeys on the stage. You have bitches with their titties out. And still suck.
We're aiming for that one.
We're aiming for that one.
That one might happen actually.
Don't tempt us for that. Next thing you know, there gonna be no fog, man. It's gonna be like titty women.
we have some go dancers on cages. You know what I'm
I'm just saying. And you can still suck.
saying? Right.
Right? You'd be like, oh, this is cool. And they'd be like, oh, let's go home.
Yeah, but you know what? Wait. One thing I would like to say that we do work hard.
Yeah.
When we're in the studio and it's closed doors, we put in work. And,
Yep.
you know, sometimes it'll be to challenge each one of us. You know, because sometimes, you know, we don't know certain stuff. So we end up learning. And I think that is the factor that makes this band. The fact that everybody wants to work and nobody wants to take the easy route. You know?
Yeah.
And everybody's open to do many things.
Yeah.
And we'll try. You know, sometimes I don't want to work and it'll sound like shit. And then sometimes it's going to be like, damn, this is like the hit.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's the whole contribution of everybody putting their little 10% to what's going to become 100%. You know?
Yeah.
And then now that we have like the sponsors, you know, it just makes you, it humbles you more than what we already are. But then again, it makes us more serious to what type of product we're bringing to the table. So now that we have more people supporting us, helping us, watching us, we need to step it up, you know? So we're kind of like on that route.
Yeah.
You know, always stepping up and trying to make the game harder for ourselves. Just
You guys are doing great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Jake, you're in other bands, but what do you like? What do you think like with that ECHOSPINE family or the band? Like, what is it that you bring that's unique?
Myself, I don't know. I mean, all of us are, you know,
Because you're the youngest one in the band, right?
He's the baby.
Yeah, I really am. I'm
He
only
really
22.
is the baby.
Oh,
He really is.
I'm in a grandpa.
Why you're 22?
I'm 22. I'm in a band with some grandpas. That's what I'm in right now.
Get the blood back. Train him.
He had to go there.
Well, I bring that energy, you know. I help add that energy to the bands, you know, because I'm on that stage. I'm dancing around. I'm prancing around. I'm doing whatever I feel like. At the same time, I'm absolutely ripping the guitar.
Yep.
And musically, you know, I bring, you know, I've been listening to Slipknot's what got me into guitar. So that kind of stuff,
Pretty
like
soon
that.
you guys are going to be Slipknot when you add more members.
Honestly, that high energy music, you know, from like the self-titled Iowa type shit.
Was like
That's what got me
sorry,
into
go
guitar.
back.
That album's what got me into guitar. So that kind of stuff, that high energy, you know, just 100-mile-an-hour brick wall to your face kind of deal. Yeah. That's what I'm all about. Yeah. So just.
And, you know, I just want to say, you know, shout out to you, Jake. You know what I mean? You know, when stuff was hitting us pretty hard, and we needed someone to step up, you know, you really step up to the plate, man. You know, so that was pretty
I
dope.
just love helping people. That's just how I am as a person.
Yeah, but
when
now,
music is also involved in that, of course.
Yeah. You know, no, kudos to Jake. You know, he may be young, but he knows his stuff.
Oh yeah.
And we're so grateful to have him, you know, to step up and to bail us out, you know, from some stuff that's happening. Yeah, some stuff that's happened, you know, that we don't want to talk about, but, you know, I just...
We don't talk about Bruno.
it's there, but it's not. But, you know, kudos to him for stepping up to the plate, and especially Leche too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, they came in when we needed, you know, the help, and
Leche's got that finger work to us. I mean,
yeah. These guys, you know, they bailed us out. You know, from the guitar end, you know, it's pretty dope from this side of the room. You know, so. You know,
it's because like when there's not, I've been in a band before. When there's not cohesion, you could feel it.
Yeah.
Off the rip.
Yeah.
You could feel it. You can feel when somebody's out the pocket.
Yes.
You can feel when somebody has the ego in the band and they want to do their own thing and not stay in the pocket.
I don't feel it here with this group of gentlemen.
Hell no.
Yeah, and you know with us, there's really no leader. Like it's just ideas. You know what I mean? Like it's just like if he has idea, great, let's go. If he's got idea, let's go. You know what I mean? It's just like it's always been transparent to make it work. You know, and that's how every band should work. You know, but
and it's not just the guitar players like thumbs. Oh, what do we play like this?
Yeah.
Or you know, monks. Hey, try this or add this little sound, whatever. We do it, and we're like, oh, fuck, that sounds good. Yeah, let's stick
and then
to it,
and it goes to you guys, and then he makes it even cooler, and then he makes it even cooler, and then it comes back to me, and then I just start singing, and that's pretty much
the bass player's okay.
I'm the bass. I was a bass player in my band, so I'm always like, without the bass, what is the band?
The bass player's okay.
No,
He's all right.
but, you know,
He's all
it's
right.
just
And then like everything else, you know, with like the mask and like the lasers and the fog, that's all like, you know, theatrics and
But
everything.
you know, like I said, you guys could have the theatrics, like it could blow. Like you're like,
Yeah, yeah.
that was cute, and then they get on it like, and you're like, oh.
Yeah. We never really wanted to be that plug and play band, you know, because do you know how many?
You guys come with it on top of it.
Yeah.
Because when that note, and then you guys play that track, that little creepy, and then it comes in, you're like, oh, okay, they came in.
Yeah, we legit want to come out, you know, with the show. You know, we don't want to hear anybody sing about how they broke up with their girlfriend and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Like, come on, you know what I mean? Do you know how many bands in LA are doing the same thing that we are? We just want to do something a little bit different. Add a little bit of spice.
We have issues.
Yeah, we just want to do something a little bit different, and you know, I think it's just coming along perfectly.
Yeah, we all bring our flavor, we all bring our styles, we all bring our, you know. So.
Yeah.
You guys are in the pocket.
We are, but along the way too, we meet these great musicians, these other bands like Invile.
Oof.
Oh my
Shout
God, I
out.
was gonna bring them up. Shout out to Invile.
Like
Hell yeah.
Invile and Max, you know, Savannah, you know, Will. Those guys
Big
are
ups,
like
Savannah, big ups, Max, those
absolutely.
cats.
Like
Hella
you know,
dope.
like meeting those type of people, you know, they need to get that recognition. You know what I mean? And it's so dope that we get to meet them and Taro, Kyle. You know, like we meet so many great bands out there, and it's just
Vulture Blood,
Enrique.
Shout out.
You know, there's so. I mean, you know, we meet so many great bands, and we're just all about supporting. You want to be a supporting band? We are the supporter band.
I love that. This is what this podcast is really all about. It's like showcasing people and bands that want to keep going and that believe in their selves and just keep pouring and keep that hustle and that harmony in their heart, because it's like, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Like, we could all go to war tomorrow. No, I'm just kidding.
Did we just notice a little commercial for your podcast? Harmony and Hustle.
Yeah. No, you know, sponsored by Red Bull, by the way. No, Don Julio. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, like, that's what it's all about. Is that thank you. Sponsored by Leche. Toma tu leche. No, I'm just kidding. But that's what it's all about. Like, if you can't. There's so much hate, like, in that music industry, or people like, and it's like, what would happen if people would look at it differently to include more people, right? Yeah. What there doesn't need to be a lack. It could be more of a collaboration.
Absolutely.
So that's a great way of looking at it. And on that note, have you guys had any crazy like fan interactions? Like any fans trying to like
No.
Hopefully.
I think you know what? I think right now we're just reaching the point where we're getting noticed by a lot of big people, people that are willing to take the chance and give us, you know, place to play, opportunities. I think right now for that, I don't think we're in that focus, you know, because we're about to hustle. Yeah. And that's like, for one, the first thing we're trying to do. You work hard, you play hard. Yeah. But I think, like we were mentioning earlier, building a community with all these bands is not only going to help us, but it's going to help the rest of the bands. And it's going to develop what, I don't know if, you know, I'm pretty old, but back in the 2000s when new metal was around, we were playing at like backyard shows. And we would
and they were crazy.
We would have a metal band, and we would play with like punk bands, ska bands, and it'd be a whole community coming around. So, you know, nobody cared how you dress, how you spoke, what you do. And it was all about having a good time. Mm-hmm. And I think that's like the main thing that we're trying, I guess, bring back, if in a sense. Yeah. You know, just, you know, bring in a community. Everybody have fun. And that's the main point. That's what we're working real hard for.
I like that. That's great. I really like that.
But back to your question, I saw some titties backstage one time.
Here we go,
Yeah.
And you didn't tell us? You didn't call us?
Yeah,
A text would have been nice.
Elijah.
No. Was that girl titties or men's titties?
I know, right?
Thumper titties.
We'll leave that up to you.
That was Thumper's titties.
But that was the coolest fan interaction. But it's not what I was expecting, but it happened. And
you're like, praise the Lord.
If it was guys or girls, I'll leave it up to you.
Shout out to JR for letting us know.
Yeah, you weren't even there.
I thought we were brothers.
And there were elbows. He's like, there were 2 elbows like this, but I could have swore there were titties.
I didn't expect it. I just walked into it and I was like, okay, this is, you know.
I'm staying here for a minute.
Don't mind me.
Don't mind me. I'm just passing through.
I wish I was there.
I know, me too, man. Well, you were super busy trying to go to eat something. You know?
No, I was starving.
Well, I was talking to little Miss Deadly Z that was on her last time. Shout out
Oh,
to her.
Pam.
Yeah,
Pam.
She was like, I have had girls try to fucking do all. She's a girl, so you have girls that try to do things with other girls. I guess they feel safe, but I just had to ask. So, okay. My next question as we get closer to wrapping this up, what is next for you guys? Anything you would like to share that is coming up next that we could plug on the podcast, anywhere people can find you, and then we'll go into like socials and everything like that. What do you guys want to talk about?
So we can pretty much just lock it in right now. We're playing with Orgy
At the
Whiskey Go-Go. Yeah, June 19th. Yeah. So we just pretty much got that locked in. So that's going to be a very interesting show, to say the least.
Very
because
Is that happening?
June 19th.
Okay,
June
so
19th.
June 19th.
Yeah, it's about a good 5 months from now. We just locked that in. I think we fit that genre, and it's going to be a pretty dope show. I think NAMM was a starting point. That just pretty much solidifies that we can pretty much play on a big stage like that.
Yeah.
We're not that saying we can't play like the smaller venues and everything, because we're so down, but we're ready for that next step, and that's the next thing we're gonna do pretty much.
But not to take away the rest of the shows that we have lined up.
Yes.
You guys can go into the new and improved ECHOSPINEMUSIC on Instagram and in Facebook. We also have been invited by a band from Texas, Deep Six, right?
Yeah.
And they're coming to Cali, to LA to do some shows. We are invited with them to play a couple shows, so that's going to be fun too. Other than that, feel free to check out everybody's page and the ECHOSPINEMUSIC, and you guys can have a heads up.
Yeah, that band, Six Deep, they're from Texas, and they're like on this Texas California tour, and they asked us to play 3 of their shows.
Shit.
Yeah, and the 19th, I believe we're playing at the Doll Hut, right? And then the 20th.
19th of what?
Eagle's Nest, I think.
Yeah, it's a March. It's a March. Yeah,
Okay,
March
19th at the Doll Hut, Anaheim.
Yeah, and then the 20th is at the the Eagle's Nest.
March 20th at Eagles Nest in
Longdale.
Longdale.
Yeah.
Yeah, Longdale.
And then the 21st, we're going back to the Metalbolic Brewing to go play over there.
You guys are on a trajectory. It's like when you go up the escalator. You know,
Yeah.
you put there and you just wait for it to take you up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I
it's-
tell these guys: is aim for the stars. Maybe you'll hit the moon.
And you know what? We're like I said, we're just being super humble. I'm with a great group of guys. You know what I mean? We just kind of just put it out there, and we're just having fun.
So when's your next show?
Our next show, February 7th at the Corbin Bowl.
Corbin Bowl, yeah.
In Tarzana. Yeah, we'll be
Tarzana,
we'll be over there.
At the Corbin.
Corbin Bowl. I think it's
Yes.
called Bar 10 or something like that.
Bar
Yeah,
10?
yeah.
It's like a bowling alley.
Like a bowling alley, then it has the...
Catch
Kinda
them
like the
on
Lucky
their
Strike in Hollywood.
Instagram. I'm sure they'll post it, and on the Harmony and Hustlin podcast, whenever they post stuff, I try to repost it as well. Do you guys want to go through and give your socials, or are you guys just fine with the ECHOSPINEMUSIC on IG?
Yeah, our
Any
new
Spotify.
no, not Spotify,
yet.
but
Okay,
our new
not yet. We manifest here, not yet.
Yes,
Any
we
TikToks?
I have,
he's going to be taking that pretty soon.
Not yet.
not yet,
But we do have a new Instagram. It's called ECHOSPINEMUSIC. That's going to be our new one. So please, everybody, follow that.
ECHOSPINEMUSIC.
Yes, yes. And then a big shout out to all the bands. We've met so many great bands. In no
cool.
particular order, like Invile, Taro, Lifer,
Ulak. Shout out to Ulak, man. Those dudes were badass.
Great band, you know, like
Fuck yeah.
it's
Don't forget Massicutor.
Massicutor, of course, Massicutor. You know what I mean? You know, Vulture Blood. You know, those are all really great bands, and I could not give so much praise for all these bands. And I'm so happy. We are so happy to, you know, put them on a pedestal with us. You know, to get them out there. You know, like we are just we're so humble to be doing this. We're so grateful, and we couldn't ask for anything else.
So one last question. What message do you want to leave, like, to your fans and your supporters, basically, or new listeners that would find you perhaps through other gigs or through this podcast? What message do you guys want to send to them for your music or for what they want to experience?
Well, if you're in for a good show and for some great bands, because, you know, wherever you find ECHOSPINE, you're going to have a tale of great other bands. We are not the show. The bands that we have, whoever we're playing with, are the show. You know what I mean? We just want people to come to check out our show and just be like, that was pretty dope. You know, we want them to walk away to be like, you know what, that was pretty dope. That was pretty cool.
Right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, that's pretty much it right
I
there.
want you guys to all chime in on this, by the way.
And to add, we're the real deal. We are the real deal. These guys here sitting down, they're like insanely talented, and I can assure you, for everyone that comes to the shows, you're gonna get real music. Nothing that we're doing is covered. Everything is being created from ground zero. And also, you know, feel free to come up to any of the guys at any show, and then, you know, you'll get good feedback about it. You know, that's the purpose. And then we'll take on every band that we can to help out. You know, for whatever blessing we get, we'll try to give it to the rest.
Give
of
it
the
back, yeah, definitely.
That's the purpose.
Absolutely. And then, you know, shout out to our sponsors. You're a sponsor too, right? You know, Miss Stargirl over here. Yes, you're a sponsor too. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for having us.
Hell yeah.
This is pretty dope.
Yeah,
like, thank you so much. You know, for you to be at NAMM and documenting the whole, you know, the behind the scenes, the whole thing. We are grateful for that. You know, people like you is what makes this rock.
Thank you for the support. I mean? Thank you for being a good friend.
Seriously.
Thank you for inviting us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you for being there, recording us.
I'm like, I don't just have anyone on the podcast. I have to believe in the music. I have to believe in the people. Like, if I don't, I just don't do it. So I'm grateful for you guys. And I wanted to add, he's wearing an ECHOSPINE sweater. So where can people find your merch? Because your shirts are pretty sick. I've got to get one. I saw your mom's tank top. She was wearing a NAMM.
Well,
I want one of those. So, I can't do a guy shirt.
So that one was a custom one.
I know.
But normally you can't find our stuff online. You just have to come to our shows and just pick them up from there. Okay. But we're building on that part.
Yeah. It's just like, you know, the old school way of things. You know, if you like our stuff, come to our show. Buy a shirt from us. We don't charge an arm and a leg, and we're not making money with this. This is just to, you know, basically reinvest and make more.
Yeah, for now.
Because I really did like your mom's tank top. I was like, oh my god, I want
that was a custom one, you know. But we're gonna make some more.
Right, but so far we only have T-shirts, but you know, we work as we sell more. Then we might expand into like maybe like beanies, bucket hats. I don't know, maybe. Sweatbands.
I like
even some panties. You know, maybe some panties because, you know, hey, you want to rock out to ECHOSPINE.
We're also gonna be selling toilet paper, ECHOSPINE toilet paper.
There you go.
Yeah, it's a toilet.
And you can pick.
You can never go wrong.
And you can pick the faces. Like, we're gonna have five different models. So we have one we have his face, one we have his, one we have Jake's. Jake's will be like the light one, and then
mine's gonna be the most expensive because I'm worth that much.
There you go. All right. So I mean, it's on your budget. You like premium, then you get Jake's.
You like 2 supply, well, we've got you.
Dumpster's gonna be like the porta potty.
Yeah, I'll be like the most affordable one, you know.
Nothing on us.
Dollar roll.
There you go.
Throw it at us on stage as we play.
There you go.
You see,
We should get a toilet paper gun up.
You see what I love you guys?
Yeah.
It's like
We got a
make
fog
our
guy and a
own
toilet paper
fog.
guy.
It says ECHOSPINE when it comes
Yeah.
out of the fog.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't get us started.
Yeah.
But
That's what the whole point
but yeah,
is.
but can we do a shout out real quick?
Yes, of course.
I want to shout out to Taro, Kyle, Enrique, the co crew, the Vulture Blood crew, Max, Savannah, Will from Invile, Noah from Lifer, Olak. They're a new band too. They're up and coming. We have to take a look at them.
Sick band.
They're a
Sick.
freaking badass
Sick
band.
drummer.
I saw. Wait, are you guys
Badass.
playing with them soon? I saw that they were on the top of a flyer. I get so many.
It's gonna be at the
I
Eagles
said-
Nest.
okay, there we go.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I want to check them out because someone else was telling me about them. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, they're fairly new, but you know, they debuted their first show at the Metabolic Brewing, and they are really
They blew our
good.
minds. They were
Really good.
freaking
You know
badass.
something about that? That day at Metabolic, there was 2 bands that had 2 girl drummers, Savannah Invile and Ulak Cindy.
Yeah.
So you know, it's just to show that, you know, we're trying to push anyone, anything, and whatever we can. So there's no you know, limits. These
Yeah.
girls are killing it.
Absolutely.
Killing it.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and speaking of Invile, they have a show coming up at the Whiskey Go-Go, right, in March. Yeah, we're all going to be out there too. So,
Yeah.
you know, shout out
Yep.
to those guys.
I'm
You know,
gonna try to make that too.
Yeah.
I have to. I'm gonna try to make that. That's so cool. You
Yeah.
guys are so awesome.
yeah, we're out there just trying to, you know, it's not about us. It's just about supporting the scene and whoever we come in contact with. That's good. We want to support good bands. You know what I mean? That's it. You know.
And a big shout out to all the clubs that we've been playing.
Absolutely.
Big shout out.
Absolutely.
Viper Room.
Viper
Invited us
Room.
More than one time.
Tommy.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
the
at the
Whiskey,
Viper Room, the
Eagles
Whiskey,
Nest,
the Valley
Valley
Rocks.
Rocks.
Valley Rock.
Sideshow. Shout out to
Sideshow.
Sherman. That was our very first
Actually,
gig
Sideshow,
ever.
big,
Sideshow.
Big.
Yeah,
Thank you.
The
That was
sideshow,
our first show.
the sideshow was the very first show we ever played on. You know, in August of 2025.
Yeah.
and we're gonna be back there in February. So it's gonna be like a big old giant like full
that's
circle.
full
Yeah, that
That's
one's
where
gonna
I
be a
met
pretty
these
cool.
guys.
I think that's like February 21st. Yes, yeah, that's gonna be
Any
pretty
shout
dope.
outs you guys want to give before we wrap up?
Yeah. Shout out to ECHOSPINE for letting me join.
Shout out to my mom for having
Shout out to ECHOSPINE. I mean, I just want to give a shout out to
Shout out
you
to
know.
the doctor who slapped me on the butt.
Yeah,
You know, shout out Metabolic Brewing, you know,
How about you, Jake?
Envile, all
Shout
those
out?
guys.
Shout out to my job so I can afford all these shows and all these bands.
That's a good one.
Shout out to the job. I'm tired. Give this
Bro,
guy a
you have no
raise.
idea.
Shit.
You have no idea. bro.
Fuck. He's 22.
22, everybody. 22
Shit.
over here.
You gotta do this while I'm young, because when I'm your guys' age, I ain't gonna be handling all 3 bands.
Hey, when you're Thumper's age, your back's gonna hurt.
He's a working musician. Damn it.
The biggest shout out goes to you know, people like you helping us out,
Yep.
believing in our craft, believing in everything that we do.
Absolutely.
You know, like Fresco, Metabolic.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, it just to show there is people out there that are willing to help and willing to give you that one chance, and that's all you need, one chance.
That's it.
One opportunity.
That's it.
You know, and once we get that one chance, we you know we
One
hustle.
chance, yeah.
Big shout out to Denise. She has not missed one show.
And Denise,
At
yeah,
all.
Denise.
I legit love her, and I love, like, it's just a really good vibe being around you guys and being around her and getting to know you guys. I've worked with and met a lot of bands, and some of them are my friends, and some of them, you know, I met, and it just feels really good to tell other people about your music and everything. I just don't see like a cap or a limit on you guys, your projects, your side projects. I really don't. So I hope you motherfuckers is ready.
Yeah,
We're ready.
Yeah, we're ready. And when we're ready, you're coming with.
Yep.
You know that? You know what I mean?
One last shout out.
Okay.
big shout out to the haters.
Dang.
You know who you are.
Know who you are.
Dang.
You know who you are.
Damn.
I love that. Okay,
I just like chiming in.
Thank you guys for coming down from where you're coming down to the studio.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for
y'all
having
give
us.
some love to Echo Spine, okay? Follow them on IG at ECHOSPINEMUSIC. This is what Harmony and Hustlin' is all about. Passion, grind, and real artistry. Make sure you follow them, listen to their music, and support their journey and live shows, okay? I'm your host, Stargirl, and we'll see you next time. Until then, keep hustling with harmony and living in your power. Horns up, guys. Let's go. Thank you.